Wednesday morning here in Lagos. Good morning and thank you for joining us on CoreTV News this hour. I am Nifemi Oguntoye. Suspected Boko Haram members have invaded Kukawa, a historic town in Borno State. 3 persons were said to have been killed, while some public buildings were reportedly burned in Kukawa, one of the most popular towns in the history of the Kanuris. Among the buildings set ablaze include the headquarters of Kukawa local government area, a police station, government lodge, among others. A resident of the town who called to tell journalists in Maiduguri said the insurgents stormed the town in several Hilux vehicles and motorcycles where they attacked the police station with rocket-propelled grenade and guns. Also raised by the terrorists were private houses, government clinics, and vehicles of the company exploring oil in the Church Basin area. Narrating the incident, he said the insurgents laid siege to the town at about 4 a.m. had a field day till about 10 p.m. on Monday. The caretaker chairman of Kukawa local government area, Modu Musa, confirmed the attack. President Goodluck Jonathan on Tuesday received security briefing on the status of the ceasefire agreement with Boko Haram. All the country's top security personnel attended the meeting that lasted about 2 hours at the presidential villa in Abuja. Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Mohammed Adoke told journalists that the service chiefs briefed the president about ongoing negotiations over the 200 Chibok girls abducted in Borno State. He insisted that government negotiators are still talking with representatives of the insurgents, but Chief of Defense Staff Alex Bade brushed off attempts to get his views on the truce.
I'm looking for umbrella. The other day you said umbrella. No, you see, I don't like talking because you are not addressing issues. You are addressing personalities. That's why it's very difficult for me to talk.
Meanwhile, Inspector General of Police Aliman Abba says about 30 of his men who were declared missing after insurgents attacked the mobile police training school in Gwoza have yet to be found. He noted that some of the police personnel have since been reunited with their families while expressing confidence that the others are still alive. Abba spoke on the sidelines of the security meeting in Abuja.
Even last week, we were able to identify that one of the missing officers in Goza had gone back to his base this time around. So there can still be some that are in their homes, perhaps refusing for anyone to even report that they are around because of the trauma they went through, or they could still be in amongst the families in some of the villages around there. It still remains our hope that they are alive and they will come out alive.
How many people are we talking about now? How many policemen are we talking about?
We still talk about 30, yes. Still talk about
30 still missing, sir?
About 30, yes.
The Speaker of the House of Reps, Aminu Tambuwal, has formally dumped the People's Democratic Party for the All Progressives Congress. He made the move just before the end of Tuesday's plenary on the floor. Tambuwal hinged his decision on his political future as APC members hailed the defection as a major coup.
It was one of the worst-kept political secrets. This is because Speaker Tambuwal had long stayed clear of PDP activities and was known to be closer to members of the opposition party. So when he finally decided to dump the ruling party, only a few lawmakers were in the chamber, but this did not deter him from making his intention known.
The pursuant to extant provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and having regards to the development in my home state, Sokoto State, I wish to hereby formally notify all of you of my membership of the All Progressive Congress.
And having snapped up a major political figure, It was jubilation time for members of the APC caucus in the House of Representatives. They then followed it up with a press briefing addressed by the minority leader, who insists that Tambuwal will retain his seat in spite of leaving PDP.
We welcome and applaud the Speaker's decision. Ever since this crisis started in PDP, which led to the formation of the new PDP and the defection of the 5 PDP governors and 37 PDP members of the House of Representatives to the APC, and the formal merger of the new PDP with the APC, we had all along known and hoped that this day would come. We are proud to acknowledge that the Speaker remains not only a member of the House of Representatives, but also its Speaker.
Some APC members also spoke to CoreTV News on their expectations now that they have the Speaker in their midst.
This defection does not change the position of the Speakership of the House, not in its entirety. I know the PDP as a party has the chance of asking that he should leave the seat, he should vacate the seat, because the seat is a PDP seat, fine. But if he vacates as a Speaker, then the House, it's not the PDP that's going to pick the Speaker for us. It's the members of the House that will pick the Speaker. And there's no rule, not in the Constitution, not in our rule book, that says the Speaker has to come from the majority, you know, the party with the majority of members.
First of all, we are all playing politics. Politics is local. The entire members in his state are APC. And if his people says that if you want to come back or you want to aspire to be anything, you have to join the party that his people want. And I think he has just exercised his own constitutional right by obeying the aspirations of his people in his constituency.
There are a lot of members that believe in the cause that Honorable Tambuwal stands for. There are a lot of members in PDP. So it's not as if we will just wake up when we resume and try to remove our Speaker. I don't believe in that, and I'm sure a lot of members stands from PDP believe in what I'm just telling you.
The House has now adjourned till December 3, 2014 to ostensibly allow members engage in committee sessions, even though there are raised eyebrows over the timing. Pius Samuel, CoreTV News, Abuja.
Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party expects Aminu Tambuwal to do the needful, and that is to resign after that he has joined the APC. The decision was taken after the PDP leadership met the leaders of the party's caucus in the House of Representatives. PDP spokesman Olisa Metu said in a statement after the meeting that the Speaker can no longer retain a seat since his new party is in the minority. This, according to the ruling party, is because he was elected to the position of Speaker of the House of Representatives as a result of his membership of the PDP. And in a related issue, Akwa Ibom State Governor Godswill Akpabio said the defection of the Speaker of the House of Representatives to the APC did not come to him as a surprise. He told journalists at the PDP National Secretariat in Abuja that the House Speaker had always presented himself as a member of the opposition through his action. Governor Akpabio added that now that Tambuwal has formally joined APC, the most honorable thing to do is to step aside. Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso has formally joined the race for the presidential ticket of the All Progressives Congress. He declared his intention public at a rally attended by tens of thousands of people in Abuja. Speaking at the event, Kwankwaso said his first priority if elected president is to introduce a robust strategy to curb insecurity in the country.
The of this country at the moment is prosperity and security in every corner of our lives. Now is on the properties of our schools, must be protected and secured. All forms of insurgency must be defeated. As a government, we cannot afford to live in blind. Insecurity is escalating at an alarming rate. Little wonder, military insurgents are taking over cities and towns in the northeast. My experiences as the Nigerian defense minister and a special advisor on wartime Darfur and Somalia has shown me that securing a nation and fighting and of course defeating armed insurgents is only achievable if the forces.
Members of the Presidential Committee on President Goodluck Jonathan's declaration have not yet determined and agreed on the format for his formal declaration for re-election after a second meeting. The committee chairman Haliru Bello disclosed this after a second meeting at the presidential villa in Abuja. The committee has also not picked a venue because the format of the event has not been determined, but members say every other arrangement is in place.
We have set up subcommittees to do the various activities of the arrangement. We will get a copy of the subcommittees from the Secretariat. Professor Alkali will give you. The subcommittees will now make their programs based on their terms of reference. They will make the budget, and then we will start rolling. We are considering a number of venues. The nature of the organization depends, and we will determine the venue. You know, there are events that are solemn, that could be done in a room, like a meeting. There are events that require razzmatazz that can be done only in an arena. We haven't decided the format yet.
We have broken into committees. Each committee has a specific responsibility to perform that will be in the overall interest of what we have in mind, and that is successful declaration of the president. So we're in committees. Well, every person can say anything. You can advise somebody. It's left for that person to take the advice or not. That's a personal advice. But the majority advice is that the president should contest. And that is where we stand.
INEC commences distribution of permanent voter cards in Lagos. Join us for details of that and more after this break. Don't go away.
There is an Ebola virus epidemic in some West African countries. The Nigerian government wants you to be aware and watch out against the spread of Ebola in your community. Help keep our country safe and watch out for severe cases of fever, headaches, diarrhea, chest and abdominal pain, sore throat, cough, red eyes, and bleeding from the eyes, ears, and nose, especially when these symptoms are found in persons coming into Nigeria from other West African countries. Protect yourself. Wash your hands regularly with soap and running water, or use a hand sanitizer. Avoid contact with the blood, urine, feces, or saliva of animals like bats, monkeys, gorillas, chimpanzees, or infected persons. The Ebola virus is deadly. Don't catch it. Don't spread it. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Information.
Welcome back. For more on the news, you can visit any other social media platforms. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/CoreTV News. And our Twitter handle at CoreTV News NG. Get more on news and all the programs on YouTube. It's youtube.com/CoreTV. Leave a space and news. Indigents and residents of Ikorodu community under the umbrella of the Eminent Persons of Ikorodu Division have now resolved that the next governor of Lagos State must emerge from the Ikorodu Division of Lagos. According to them, the Ikorodu Division has so long been sidelined. They added that regardless of the political party and equitable distribution of resource, it is the turn of Ikorodu to produce the next governor. Omotayo Alo has more in this report.
Time for strategic planning and deliberation for residents and indigenes of Ikorodu in what they call a town hall meeting to determine the future of the division come 2015 general elections. Chairman of EPID, Babatunde Rottinwa, says the gathering was important to make it clear to those in power that no particular division is the sole custodian of knowledge, while every division deserves a fair share.
No, it's not by one party. They are candidate from PDP and they are candidate from APC. Okay? Any of them, once they are selected and they face the crowd, we are not even deciding. If the people vote for them, let them become government. Give them an opportunity to serve.
These politically active residents also share the views of the chairman, stressing that the group had shopped for a number of qualified and credible indigenes to contest and win the governorship race.
We are discontented. We want a change. We want our own dues. Our children don't have work. We are sidelined. That's our argument here. It is our town. You've been zoning. You started zoning. I don't like zoning. I don't like quota. I like merit. But since you have started, that's the way the normal today runs. We must be fair while we're doing it.
We have just started. This is not going to be the last of it. What we did today is a town hall meeting and press conference. A town hall meeting and a press conference. We are still going to have a mega rally. I can assure you we are going to have a mega rally. People from all Ikorodu, from all walks of life. We are mobilizing Ikorodu people from America, from Britain, and they are coming back home to come and support us in this project.
For these traditional rulers, the marginalization of Ikorodu should come to a halt, since democracy is solely about equal rights and justice.
Coming in 2015, the kind of governor that will come, that we are going to bring out from Ikorodu, is going to surpass the effort of the present governor of Lagos State, because he has laid the foundation, and that foundation is what we are going to build on. That foundation is what the governor that will come from Ikorodu will build on. That is the foundation we that are the traditional ruler in Ikorodu division will be advising our governor to do in the state.
Non-indigenous will even enjoy it too. So far you reside in Lagos State, you will still enjoy it. Ikorodu will not discriminate.
The indigenes pray to have their way in the scheme of things ahead of the 2015 general elections, particularly the governorship of Lagos. Omotayo Alo, CoreTV News, Lagos.
The Lagos Independent Electoral Commission last year has started the distribution of permanent voter cards in the state. The electoral body is expected to distribute about 4.8 million permanent voters cards. The resident electoral commissioner Adekunle Ogumola, who briefed journalists in Lagos, says the exercise will capture individual database effectively. Oluwaseyi Adegoke brought back this report.
The Independent National Electoral Commission is not leaving anything to chance ahead 2015 general elections. To this end, the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission says the data portfolios of all qualified persons will be captured correctly as required by the regulation guiding the registration.
We are going to register people at the polling unit because there will be several people that will be involved. So that is why we want to go right to their doorstep to ensure that all of them are captured. The idea behind this is that INEC wants to give everybody the opportunity of getting captured on a database correctly.
The state resident electoral commissioner also shed light on the recent addition of more polling units by INEC across the country, which has become a subject of controversy in many quarters.
The idea behind it is to ensure that people are not too distant from the polling units. The ideal thing is for us to make it a maximum of 1 kilometer in urban centers and 2 kilometers in rural areas. But now it is possible even within Lagos to have a distance of 15 kilometers.
The Commission is by this development calling on the people of the state to cooperate with its officials in the course of the exercise in order to ensure a crisis-free process ahead the 2015 general elections. Oluwaseyi Adegoke, CoreTV News, Lagos.
Away from there now to Osun State, where the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has debunked the widespread rumors that the candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the August 9 Osun gubernatorial election, Iyiola Omishore, has won majority of votes after the inspection of election materials. The social media was recently awash with a purported court order directing recount, which revealed, among other findings, that Omishore reportedly polled larger votes against what was recorded for him in the election. Rashid has more in this report.
Apprehension can best describe the first reaction of political stakeholders in Osun State when the reported news of votes declaring Omishore as true winner of the August 9 election filtered into town. However, a trip to INEC headquarters in Osogbo reveals otherwise. Though the inspection team of the PDP was not on ground to comment, a member of the APC inspection team, Salahuddin Adebayo, speaks on the inspection exercise.
As we always say, opinion is always free, but facts are sacred. But I have to say immediately that what we are doing here is not even counting. What we are doing is inspection of materials, election materials, as used against the gubernatorial election that was conducted in the state of Osun on the 9th day of August 2014. And that's what we are doing. So far, so good. We have been able to inspect materials, specifically ballot papers, as used in 4 local government of Obokun, Olorunda, Osogbo, and Oriade. Currently, we are on Irewole.
On the purported court order mandating INEC on a recount of votes, the Osun State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Toyin Akeju, insists inspection of the election materials is still ongoing, adding that no vote has been recounted.
We had some rumor going around that they have a new counting and all that. There is no iota of truth to that. Nothing like that is happening here. Nothing at all. I repeat, nothing. It's a blatant lie. Fabricated to confuse the public.
Though the rumor has been laid to rest, the leadership of the ruling APC warns those behind it against any attempt to truncate the peaceful coexistence of the people of Osun.
Working towards creating anarchy in the state, they should be warned. They should be warned. There is no question about it. They have a tendency to cause havoc, to wreak havoc in the state. So there is no truth in it, no court order, either from regular or from tribunal, that actually said there should be any vote counting.
With the dissolution of the Osun State Election Petition Tribunal on 2 occasions, and the pre-hearing of the case billed to kick off under new tribunal leadership, it appears there is more to the development than meets the eyes. Rashid, CoreTV News, Osogbo.
And that wraps it this hour on CoreTV News. Do join us again at 11 o'clock for more. Coming up next is Core Digest at the top of the hour. Stay with